The Independence High School graduation will be held on the Liberty High School campus on Tuesday, June 2nd, starting at 6 p.m. promptly. Doors will open at 5 p.m., and students who are participating in the graduation ceremony will need to be there by 5:15. Graduates will expected to be in the Stone Barger, or otherwise known as the Old Gym, on the Liberty campus by 5:15 p.m., which is the lower green circle on the map. The graduation ceremony itself will be in the new gym, the newly named Jagiri Gym, and doors will open at 5 p.m. for all of those attending with a ticket. Parking can be found in a variety of spaces, including the Brentwood Public Garage behind City Hall, as well as the staff and student parking lots for Liberty, all of which are circled in red on the map. Let's move on to the graduation ceremony and start taking a look at how that will go. First and foremost, our graduates will begin at 5:15 in the old gym on Liberty High School campus. And from the old gym, just a little bit before 6, we will work our way out of the old gym, and then we are going to walk our way around the outside of the new gym, coming all the way around the outside of the building and lining up right over here next to this exit and graduate entrance and exit right here. At this door, you will find a staff member or teacher waiting there for you, and that person will help you know when to enter. They're going to spread everybody out equally so that every graduate has a moment for their family, friends, and anybody else who has come to watch them graduate, for them to really be able to get a chance to see you and take those photos and give you a chance to wave and all that jazz. So you're going to enter when that staff person tells you. You'll walk down the side of the chairs, which is this grid here with all the numbers. There will also be a staff member over here showing you which row is designated for you, and you'll walk all the way to the next empty chair and wait there. We are not sitting down at this time. You will stand until everyone has entered the building. You'll know when everyone has a seat because Mr. Raghuvan will be up here at the podium and will let you know by saying something like, "Please be seated." Until then, you shall remain standing. We will also be standing when Heritage High School's junior ROTC march in and present the national anthem. So please be aware that will occur. And afterwards, Mr. Raghuvan will ask us to sit down. Once everyone is seated, we will have several people come up and speak here at the podium. And then when it comes time to do the conferring of diplomas, you will be told by, again, a staff member over here to stand, and the first 2 rows will be the ones to stand first. Everybody else remains seated. Those 2 rows will come over here and line up by the side of the stage and then be called up one by one. You will have name cards over here, and when you come up the stairs, you'll hand your name card either to Mrs. Drake or Mrs. Tolks, and they will be reading your name as you cross the stage. So once your name is called, you will then walk across the stage. You will shake hands with one of our school board members right here in the center. You will have your picture taken. So please pause during that process of handshaking and take a look at the photographers so you can have that picture taken. From there, you will walk across the stage and exit down the ramp over here, coming back to your row and entering back to where you began. Once again, we will remain standing until you are told to sit, and that will be once everyone has walked the stage. So it will be a few minutes before that all occurs. Now, those first 2 rows are going to be the first ones that come up and stand over by the side. There will be a staff member, a teacher over here, then telling each row when it is their turn to stand and join the line over at the side of the stage. When you come back down the aisle again, there will be another teacher or staff member here just reminding you where you need to be, and also that you need to remain standing until everyone is done. Once everyone is done, Mr. Roglin will be up at the podium again and will very likely say something along the lines of, "Please be seated." The next thing that will happen for you all is the changing of the tassel from the right to the left. So this is on your cap, and we'll move the tassels from one side to the other. And then there will be a little bit more speaking. From there, then we eventually will get to the recessional, which is when we leave the building. And just like when you processed into the building, we are going to have everyone stand. And then this time, though, the back rows will be the ones that exit first. So the back row will come out first and exit through the same door you came in through, followed by the next to the last, and then so on and so forth as we go. Now, once you exit the building, we're going to hang a left, and at this point, you are free to meet up with any of the folks who came to watch you graduate. At this time, you will also be able to return to the small or old gym where you started and pick up your diplomas. Tables will now be set up in there after graduation for you to go and pick up your actual diploma. The nice scroll they hand you on the stage does not have your official documentation in it. So please go in, grab your diploma. However, if you forget, which sometimes people do in the chaos afterwards, you are always welcome to come by the Independence High School office after graduation the next day or during the rest of the week and pick up your diploma then. So we're now going to watch our staff and teachers give you a demonstration of what this will look like. Here we start with the processional, and as you can see, Mrs. Tolks is giving everyone appropriate spacing so that your friends and family can see you walk into the gym for the graduation ceremony. From here, a staff member will be on the side. They're directing you towards the nearest empty row, and you will walk down that, finding the next empty seat and standing in front of it. And we will remain standing until everyone has entered the building. And at that point, Mr. Roglin will tell everyone to be seated. Next up, we'll see the conferring of the diplomas, and here the first two rows are going to file over to the side of the stage, awaiting their opportunity to walk up the stage and have their names called. Mrs. Holmes will give us our first look at what this looks like as she then walks up, hands her name card to Mrs. Tolks. Mrs. Tolks will then read her name. Mrs. Holmes then crosses to the middle of the stage, takes the scroll, shakes hands, and pauses for a picture. Let's take a look at this one more time. Name card is handed over. Mrs. Tolks or Mrs. Drake will read that, walking to the center, shaking hands, pausing for pictures. Here we see that handshake again. You're going to shake with your right hand and receive the diploma or scroll with the left hand. Once that picture is taken, you will then walk down the other side of the stage and come right back to the row that you were in originally. Once everyone has had their chance to walk the stage, Mr. Roglin will once again ask you to sit. Then tassels will be moved from right to left, and after a bit more talking, the recessional will occur. The recessional then is with the last rows first, and you will once again walk back out the same doors that you walked in to the building, but this time you will be an official graduate. And lastly, a few things to remember. 1, if you have any questions about what has been shown in this video or anything else about graduation, Ask the office, ask your primary teacher, ask any teacher or staff member. We will find the answer. 2, comfortable shoes. You will be walking a lot. Please make sure that you have shoes that allow you to do that. 3, all guests must have tickets, no matter their age or how small they are. 4, leave all your belongings with your guests. There will be no space to put bags in the old gym, nor will you have the ability to bring a bag into the graduation ceremony with you. And then, of course, please return all school items prior to graduation so that you can actually get that diploma when you are done.